8 months from now, the people of South Carolina are going to vote to fire the radical Democrats. You're going to elect an incredible slate of true America First Republicans. You're going to re-elect your governor, Henry McMaster. And together we're going to end Nancy Pelosi's political career once and for all. For the past year, we've watched in horror as everything Joe Biden touches turns into a calamity and a total disaster. It's one train wreck after another. He abolished our southern border. Have you ever seen anything like it? Millions and millions of people, many of them from jails from other countries, are being dumped into our country. He invited them in. He invited them in. He does nothing about it. He triggered massive inflation. There were more COVID deaths in 2021 than all of 2020. And hospitalization shattered every record, even while Biden imposed illegal mandates all over the place. He ordered the Department of Justice to spy on patriotic parents. He crippled American energy. He disgraced our nation with his humiliating surrender in Afghanistan. There's never been a lower point in the history of our country. There's never been a lower point in the history of our country. Dead soldiers left our people behind. $85 billion worth of equipment left behind. Who would even believe a thing like that could happen? And we went 18 months, not one American soldier was killed. I told Abdul, the head of the Taliban, Abdul, don't do it. Don't even think about doing it. 18 months we went. I told it much tougher than that, but I don't want to drive people crazy. I don't want to drive the fake news crazy. But we said it in a strong tone, and we went 18 months. Think of it, 18 months, not one soldier killed. And when you just thought it couldn't get worse, any worse than that, I think that was, frankly, the lowest point in the history of our country, in my opinion. Joe Biden failed to deter Russia's outrageous invasion of Ukraine. You could take the 5 worst presidents in American history and put them together, and they would not have done the damage Joe Biden has done in just 13 months. We have a president representing our country at the most important time in history who is physically and mentally challenged. The Russian invasion of Ukraine is a terrible atrocity that should never have been allowed to happen. It would have never happened. I know I speak for everyone here tonight when I say we are praying for the proud people of Ukraine. They are going through hell. They are fighters, and God bless them all. Make no mistake, however, that Russia would not have dared to annex 1 inch of territory if I was in the White House. In fact, they never did it when I was there. A lot of people ask the question, how come they never did it when Trump was president? And China, he said they knew better. It's true. What a nice crowd. Look at that crowd up there. Beautiful. Beautiful. In fact, I stand as the only president of the 21st century on whose watch Russia did not invade another country, and neither did anyone else. They knew. Under our administration, we had peace through strength. That's what it was. Our country was safe, and the world was calm because America was strong, and they respected your leadership. And America was always a place that I put it before everybody else. It was always America first. Very simple. It's very simple. It was all about America first. It was also about make America great again, but it was about America first because that's how you make it great. We rebuilt the U.S. military with $2.5 trillion that was spent, the largest number ever spent. We had fighter jets that were 40 years old. We had old equipment, broken equipment. Everything is brand new, beautiful, and I hate to do it, and I hate to tell you, but our nuclear weapons. I rebuilt them, and we have brand new, and I hate to even mention it because the last thing we ever want to use is nuclear weapons, but nobody has what we've built. And our president always says, but Russia is a nuclear power, but so are we. He never says that. He never says that. And you never want to use it, but the way you don't use it is by letting everyone know that we have it bigger and better, stronger than they do. We obliterated the senior ranks of Al-Qaeda. We decimated ISIS. We got rid of ISIS, 100%.